Vibrance Nutrition and Fitness. I'm in Eugene, Oregon, preparing for the Eugene Women's Half Marathon outside of their local natural food store, Red Barn Natural Grocery. I have no idea what's inside, but I am going to go in and scavenge up some post-race snacks. One of my favorite post-race beverages is coconut water. For this race, I'm actually going to be putting coconut water in my water bladder, so that way I have electrolytes and nourishment throughout the entire half marathon. Coconut water is an excellent source of potassium and other electrolytes. It also contains some natural sugars that are found in the coconut, so it also supplies you with a little bit of fuel. It's not enough. You'll definitely want to supplement with gels, goo, or your fuel of choice, but coconut water is an excellent addition to your post-race and your racing nutrition. I'm usually up a couple of hours before a race begins, which can allow me to have a bit more of a substantial breakfast. Normally, granola, if you're eating it half an hour or sooner before you race, is going to be too heavy for your system. But I'll be up at 6 o'clock for an 8 o'clock race, which makes this a pretty good choice. Actually, Matt, can you come in here so we can take a look at this? So this is Bucky's hazelnut granola. You can see there is buckwheat in there, some millet, nuts, and seeds. The nuts and seeds are supplying some fat and additional calories to keep me fueled for quite a long time. However, because it's a little bit heavier, I will want to be eating this an hour to an hour and a half, up to 2 hours before my race begins. Sweetened with local honey, which also supplies ample energy for my race. One interesting thing that can be helpful for you during your event is chia seeds. The Aztecs used chia seeds for endurance events because chia absorbs water, and so it helps keep you hydrated. Chia seeds will travel through the stomach, and then once they hit the digestive tract, they burst, supplying the digestive tract with a little additional fluid that can help keep you hydrated. Chia seeds are also an excellent source of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats, a type of fatty acid that none of us really get enough of. So I recommend trying some chia seeds in your beverage during training, not during racing, to see if it works well for you. One interesting dilemma that we have in this natural food store in particular is that there's no protein powder available. And well, protein is absolutely mandatory when you cross the finish line to help rebuild the muscles that have been taxed and strained and beaten from your event. So we're going to hunt down some protein from a source other than what I typically use. So here I am in front of the frozen meat section, because this is what I have available to me for protein. There are vegetarian options in the freezer. I'm a little bit of a carnivore, so I'm going to be going for meat. Now typically I will use a hemp protein or a rice protein or an egg protein powder at the finish line because it's very portable, it's a dry food, and it travels well. Now in the situation that I'm in right now, where I don't have that available to me and I'm relying on my environment, I have to get a little creative. So in here, we have frozen organic turkey breast and hormone-free roast beef. These are my options for tomorrow's race. I actually don't mind. I'm very familiar with this product and it works really well for me. So what I'll do is I'll take these and let them thaw out in my hotel room and have them in my finisher's bag waiting for me when I finish tomorrow. I ran many races as a vegetarian, so in this situation where my typical source is not available to me, I'm still not without. In the freezer is actually an excellent recovery meal. Here's an organic black bean burrito. This is going to provide you with carbohydrate and protein at the finish. If this was my choice, I would take it and let it thaw overnight in my hotel room and throw it in my finisher's bag. Time for checkout. Alright, so I'm set. It's not the best of choices. I've got my coconut water for my electrolytes to replenish after the run and to use during the run. I've got my roast beef for my protein hit, and I'm going to grab a banana at the finish line to supply me with some additional carbohydrate. It's not quite the smoothie I was hoping for, but again, it's going to get the job done. Looking forward to tomorrow morning.